All right, welcome back to Dank Scott Traders Hub. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Julius. Welcome. Now you guys know the drill. We are going to get into this analysis. So without any further delay, let's get into the prayer and get started. Father, we said thank you for this beautiful morning. Thank you for we're back here for yet for another analysis. The Thursday session, Lord. As we start today's session, we ask of your blessing, we ask of your favor, Lord, and also we ask of us a better mindset, Lord. Let us have a better mindset to understand the charts, oh God, that we may be able to look at perfect setups for better signals and better profit. At the end of the day, we say thank you, Lord, for all the profits we're about to make today. As we're getting towards the end of the week, we know you've blessed us so mightily this week, and we know that it's about to even get better and bigger. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen and amen. All right, so as usual, guys, you know the drill. We get straight into the analysis, no chit chat. We just go straight into it. So as usual, crash 500. Here we go. So crash 500. You remember I told you my only way to enter buys was if price reacts back to this. So I did that a late night. So this was the actual entry that I was waiting for. And right now we missed it because most of us, I believe, were already asleep. So I had not put a limit order. I thought of leaving it there, but I was skeptical to do that. But you can see that was our entry yesterday, according to yesterday's analysis, entry here, and then we take it all the way up. But then we were anticipating if it reaches there to give us another sell. Believe it may not even reach there. There's a fair value gap up there, but according to what we are seeing on M15 and H1, price is failing to break that. Is failing to break this right here. It is failing to break that right there. So we have a resistance up there and we have a support down below here. So we need price to break it before it comes to that fair value gap. So still it's a no-go for me. I'm not going to waste my time on this. I would have made this money just like I wanted yesterday, price to react to this OB, which is a support actually. Yeah, it is a support on M15 and H4, and H1. So yeah, we missed that late night around probably 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. That's when the setup was clear for us to make the entry. All right, so that's it. This one, no business. Buys are still going on, but I need to sell it either there, or if it breaks this level here, we continue with buys. I want to remind you that M15 is still looking for buys, but also H4 is likely to sell from there. That's why we have sales from here. That's why we have sales from that fair value gap on H4 time frame. On H4 time frame. So whatever we do know that sales are going to come in later. Then after that we can come in with buys according to daily time frame. So it's a bit tricky for us. We first buy, then sell, then buy. Very tricky. Yeah, that's how trading is. Boom, 1,000. A boom 1,000. I entered a trade, and this one I did not share it with my VIP guys. it was supposed to be a short trade for my own other account. So I entered a trade. We were in buys. This was a trade from this level, so I missed this entry. Then I made a mistake of making that, so I forgot to break even because it was in profits for that long, so it ended up coming for my stop loss late night. Ended up coming for my stop loss. But now clearly you see even this other entry has come around, so there's no way I can afford to miss this entry. It has to recover that money that I lost yesterday because of not coming back to this asset. So this move here no longer necessary. If those who had used it, of course you made money. That was our TP level for that move, the move that was coming from this. This was a fib retracement level right there. Remember that was a fib retracement level with that order block. So that was the entry. So now the other entry, the second one, was this price to come to this order block, and it has come to it, and price is playing games around there already. We already have a confirmation to actually start buying. This is the confirmation right there, change of character right there. So what does this tell me? This tells me that I need to wait for the new H4 candle to start, then I can enter buys. If I see the very first buy candle above that level again, then I have my entry to take me all the way up. This time as it goes up, it's likely to be very volatile, pushing all the way up. Remember, the previous H4 candles have been sell candles. Look at that. It's only this one that we already see rejection. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if price still continues to sell. Don't be surprised if it tries to continue to sell because of what we are seeing on M15 according to CCI. M15 according to CCI, we're looking for buys. H4 according to CCI, we are actually selling. So that's why I'm saying don't be surprised if you actually see sellers trying to continue, because that candle, those two sell candles were very strong. They were very strong. All right, so what do we do now? We leave this and wait for the next H4 to start. We wait for the next H4 to start. We have no signal yet. Boom 500. This one we made money. I shared it with us VIP guys, and it played games for hours, almost took us out. Remember, I told you I don't normally adjust my stop losses unless I'm in profits and I'm adjusting to bring it in profits. So this was our stop loss right there. It almost took us out as it was playing games right there. Almost took us out, and then later towards midnight, late night there, around 11 p.m. and the following hours, it's going the momentum to break and continue. Actually, our entry was there, so it played games for hours. In fact, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 hours until it was ready to break and continue with the buy. So clearly it was worth waiting, but the patience, those who are not good at being patient, they would have moved out a long time. The good thing, I had already told my students, those who are on VIP, that it's likely going to be a swing trade, but it will depend on the momentum. We may be in it even tomorrow, by tomorrow. So that's what I told them yesterday. So tomorrow is today. So you can see our TP was hit today. That was our first TP there, and now our second TP has been hit also, right about there. So of course I took the first TP, and that was it. I left it running during the night, yeah, and it hit the TP around, I think, what was this time? It was 2, 3, that is 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. That's when it hit the TP. Okay, so right now it has reached our point of interest. Right now it has reached our point of interest, as you can see. So all this is no longer necessary. It has already served us. We don't need it. Delete all that. This is still valid. All right, so this move has happened. That is the move there according to this asset. So now we were anticipating sales from there. Are we going to get sales? According to M5, M15, yes, but only and only if we see a reversal signal. According to H4, yes. I think, okay, according to H4 it might actually continue looking for this OB right here, that very order block, and then H1 OB will be, it's very tricky for the H1 OB within that OB. Let's first remove this, as this change of character mitigated. It was never, if it was never mitigated, so price is likely to come all the way back to this order block, M15 order block right there, is likely to come back to that level right there. So whatever we do, we have to know that this is likely to be the level price will react back to before we can get in with sales again. All right, so that's it on M15. So it has, yes, it has reached our TP level, which is that order block right here according to M15, and according to H4 it is actually a fair value gap. So we may see sales, but having seen the order block there on M15 and within the H4 OB, price can either touch the H4 OB then drop down, or it can even take us all the way back to that M15 order block before we can see the sales. So it is very simple. We have there and here, so it can give us here or there. So for now, no business with this asset until I see a clear structure that can actually give us what we are anticipating. So that's how it's gonna be right there. So on M15 we might see this, on this order block, but also we might as well see price go up again. So that's it for now. I'm not going to do anything than that. if I see a reversal signal on M15, then I start to have my mind around to look for an entry to sell. If I don't see it, then we're likely to continue up there for more of that liquidity on that level to drop later. Alright, so let's go to V25S. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you've never subscribed before. Yeah, give us that thumbs up, like, go ahead and share, and let us have the community grow. Alright, so right about now, we on V25S, it was a no-go for us. Those who remember, I told you it's not going to be my kind of trade I look for. So there's no clear setup. There was no clear setup, and now we see that after getting this change of character right here, price has reacted back to 61.8 fib retracement level. And so what I need here, what I need here actually is simple. I need price to confirm the change of character on M15, or give me an entry on M15, and that will be it. I will not wait for H4. I'll just look for entries right here. So right now it's the buys that I'm looking at right there to actually break and take me up, Now according to H4, remember, we are still buying, but daily time frame we will be selling later. So whatever we are doing, know that the buys are according to H4, not daily time frame. And clearly we are about to start buying on M15. Once we start the buys on M15, it's gonna be my entry. It's gonna be a perfect entry. So once price breaks this, we are good to go. Or once price reacts to this and fails to break it, that will be a sniper entry for us to make buys on this very asset. Alright, so now even if I remove this, I no longer need it. Our first TP, of course, will be here. That will be our first TP, and it is good enough. Don't go beyond that. If you hit that as your TP, you might as well move out. Of course, according to M15, you have all these other TP levels. According to H4, that is a lot. So you have that as TP1, TP2 on M15. Then the last TP will be where we have right there on that H4 support resistance level. So all these will be our TP levels. So if you're entering, know where you want to take, where your daily target is going to put you, and aim for that. Don't be greedy and aim for the bigger there, and probably you lose out what the market has already given you. Probably it would have given you the daily target that you're aiming at, but because you saw that I was saying our TP is there, and you hold your entry and later lose even what the market had already given you. Always have a target in the market as you gain consistency. Consistency is the first key. Don't try to impress anyone that you know how to trade by holding the trade to later take you out when it had already given you some good profits, but you refuse to close them just because you wanted to prove a point. No, my dear, trading doesn't work like that. Have a target, aim at it. Even if you split your target, if you're aiming at 10%, you can split it and say, I'm going to do 2 trades. Actually, I'll be aiming at 3 trades. My target is 10%. The first trade I will probably look for 5%. The second trade, if I get 5% and I'm out of the market. I'm out of the charts. That's it. That is how simple it can be if you are disciplined. Instead of you looking for one trade to give you 10%, you look for 2 trades to give you 5, or you look for 3 trades to give you probably 3, 4. Yeah, you understand? So it's a matter of having the consistency of a target. Even if you're losing, you make sure the percentage you're losing is consistent. You're not losing today $100, then tomorrow you're losing $10. Yet your risk tolerance should be probably, let's say, $5 or $3, or I don't know, depending on your account size. Your risk tolerance should be consistent. If you're supposed to be risking $10 per trade, then let that be consistent. Don't risk $10 on this trade, then the next trade you risk $30 or $50. Then you will have issues with the markets and you will not like it. Your time in the charts with your capital will be limited. I had said I won't do the chit chat. Apologies guys, but I thought I could share something like that for you guys. Anyways, V25S, we want buys, but not ready. I can't enter unless price touches this order block. Yeah, it has to come back to it for me to make the entry. For me to make the buy entry, it has to touch it, and then I get my entry. So until then, no business here. But the buy, we are likely to buy today. V25S is likely to be my focus today. V75, let's go. Hey Patrick, how are you? Good morning. So V75, we were looking for, wait a minute, did I miss an entry? Yeah, I missed an entry, but that doesn't mean that the price will not come back to this level. It will, unless I missed something. Yeah, it's gonna come back. It has to come back and give us the perfect entry right within this order block right there. It is going to come back, so we can look for sales. Actually right now we can try to look for sales. So this OB has been mitigated right there, but now I want to use this other one right there, that candle there. I don't know even its name. I don't remember its name. So let's see. Okay, all right, so we have a resistance up there. We have a resistance. Let's go to H1. We need sales. We need sales already. H4, we need sales. So yeah, sales are coming in. This H4 that has just started now, 2 minutes in, the new H4 is likely to be a sell move right there, drop to this level. Okay, so once I know this, all I need now is a confirmation to on a lower time frame like M15 to make my entry. So this is the move that I need to this order block before I can think of buys later. All right, so do we have an entry here? Not yet. Do we have a break of structure? No. So we know that price is likely to break this higher low, and then we get our change of character to push us down below, to this level. Okay, so that's what I'll be waiting for. If I have that, then I will have a perfect entry to make this sell. Let me see on M5. Okay, all right, so everything is aligning up for the sell. So this is likely to be my focus today also. Now I can delete these. Deleted something I was not supposed to delete, but anyways, we see it here. It's the order block on H4, so no worries. As long as we have this on M15, we are good. Jump 50. Reminder that if you want to register for the March class, you can do it and register for the March class if you're interested in learning these concepts, strategies, and whatsoever we're doing here. So yesterday on Jump 50, we were looking for price to break this level. First it was that, but then later it gave us a break of structure right there. So that was a higher high, so it dropped to give us a higher low. I was waiting for price to break it so that I can start to sell, because it had already failed to break that, but somehow, somewhere, it gained momentum to continue and continue with the buys. So all this is a no-go now. So still no business with this asset, no business. No, you cannot sell it, you cannot buy it. But looking at M15 now, it has still failed to break structure right there. That is not a break of structure that I can think of. So if price breaks here, then this will be the change of character, but then I will not enter. If it does that, I will wait for a move like this back to that order block, then that will be my entry for the sell all the way back down below. So no business until I see something like this. H4, we need the buy to be verified around there, so that we can come in later with buys. So on M15, all we need is that. Then we confirm we sell. After that, we enter buys. According to M15, this will be the order block for the buys. I hope now that is a bit clear for us to understand the overall structure we are working with according to this Jump 50. Alright, so right now I want to go for, wait a minute, now if you have never learned order blocks or smart money, you may be wondering why I have all these rectangle levels or points of interest. Why I wish to call them points of interest, you'll be wondering. But those who have already gone to the class, you already know that every order block, every valid order block is a point of interest, and also it's a potential support or resistance level. So at the back of your mind, you'll be knowing that, and you'll be looking for that. Jump 25. So yesterday, wait, H1. So yesterday the sales continued just like we had anticipated, but they even broke that. Remember, I was telling you that I'm looking at entering this sell, but I was not ready for it. This is the sell I wanted to make. I wanted it to first buy there, then later reach there. And before we broke off to before we broke the session off, I drew that order block. Price reacted there, but it later broke and it continued to hit that. So this, I would have entered it when it reacted here, but it was a short trade. I didn't want to mess up with this asset, which is a high volatile, high leveraged asset. So I couldn't make that entry, and it went according to our analysis. So after reaching here, played games, reacted back here. Clearly you see here, like I told you, order blocks, what they mean there, reacted there and then dropped to give us a breakout. I've deleted something I was not supposed to delete. Let me see if I can retrieve it. No. All right, so if we go to H1, we clearly see that that support was broken out. And in fact, if we are looking at analyzing according to price action, we will clearly see that this was a break of structure, but it also broke the support. So it was a break of structure and a breakout, but after breaking out, it gave us equal lows down below here, and then later gave us a change of character right there. This is on H1. I don't normally trade H1. I'm going to now show you H4. So H4, price failed to hit our point of interest, and now I don't do anything before price hits my point of interest. So it means I will not have even entered the buy because it did not touch, unless if I'm seeing it did not touch, almost touched, but it did not. So this could not have, I could not have entered that because it did not touch. It has to touch the order block. It's the point of interest for me to make that decision to enter buys. So having seen this, it is still a no-go for me to make the decision of buys. So what do? I still need buys on daily time frame. I'm actually going to look for sales according to M15. I'm actually going to look for sales according to M15. So M15 has to be ready for the sales, then I can enter the sales. But for now, I clearly see that it almost touched the order block. So as it is coming back, it is going to touch the order block, and that's where we will be making our buy entries to actually take us all the way there. Remember, we had a change of character right there. This is where we saw the change of character on H4. That's where we started to anticipate buyers coming in strong. So as it reacts to this order block where this buy momentum that gave us a change of character started, that's where we need our pullback to before we can enter buys. And then it takes us all the way up there for that level. In fact, we have this now. All right, so I think this is now very clear. We're still looking for sales. We're still looking for sales, so no business here until price reacts to this order block on H4. I won't do anything with this asset. J10. Well, thanks, Lucy. Yeah, tell them, let them register. If you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate trader, there's some things you need to understand in the market. As long as you never took a course, or as long as you see something interesting that you need to learn, that I'm showing you here. All right, let's see. J10, yeah, this was our analysis. Then later we wanted buys. Yes, they happened. It gave us a change of character there, then pull back to the order block, then the buy happened, but it was short-lived. Later it gave us a break of structure down below here. So Yes, we could have entered the buy, but it would have taken out, it would have been taken, it would not have hit the target. Yeah, and I think I would have held my stop loss. That means my stop loss would have been taken out. Yeah, I think my stop loss would have been taken out if I entered from that order block. Having seen this move react back here, I would have been taken out. Yeah, so luckily I did not enter. Did I enter? No, I did not enter this trade. We did not trade it yesterday, so all this now can go. All that can go. So let's now understand what is happening in the market. We need sales on M15 because of the break of structures we are seeing. We are seeing break of structure, so we are still in a downtrend. However, H4 we are on a support level, but still even our analysis clearly shows us we need price to continue selling to give us a new lower low. Why? Because that is a general trend. That was our change of character. We had a lower low, a lower high there, so it's dropping to give us a new lower low. So we need to see a break of structure, but we haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's not a valid break of structure. But looking at what we have, the signal coming from CCI and RSI, we are oversold, meaning buys should be anticipated. If I go to daily time frame, yeah, sales, of course, we need sales on the daily time frame, but then H4 is oversold, meaning there's gonna be some pullback. Now this order block here was mitigated right there, so that means it may not be mitigated again. We may not see price go back to that level again. This one here though, it was not mitigated, so price may react back to that level before we can come in with more sales. So having seen that, I think I have where to start from, so I can easily delete this. I first delete that. Yes, we need sales, but H4 is not ready. So why aren't we seeing buys? Because M15 is not ready for the buys, so we have to wait for M15 to be oversold or to give us a signal to start buys, then we can look into buys. But as of now, you cannot enter buys because this is a break of structure right here. It means it is looking for a lower high, then drop down. It will later drop down to look for a new lower low. So as you're trading, don't be tricked by the buys being above our 10 MA and start to think that we are looking for buys now. No, according to M15, we are not yet ready for the buys. In fact, looking at M5, sales are coming in anytime from now. So if you're a scalper, then you should be ready for the sales to bring you down below, and you take your profits right about here, and you take your profits right about there. So for now, it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go for me. I'm not a scalper, so I'm not going to enter that sell. I will wait for when buys are ready on M15. Gold. Now gold is where a trick happened. We made that loss. Yeah, I made that loss. I shared the signal with the VIP guys, and after sharing it, I think I had not seen the news. I don't normally look at the news to compare what is happening in the market and what have you, unless if I'm intrigued to look there. So yesterday, price had already given us that break of structure, so it pulled back. When it pulled back, I saw an opportunity to enter early for the buys, but I had told even the guys on signal that it's gonna be a short buy. Our target was around there. So it came with this candle here. This candle is the one that took us out. That candle there took us out. Then after taking us out, it played games and then returned back into profits. Yeah, but it had already taken us out. So that's how we suffered the loss yesterday. But as we speak, it is now in a consolidation still, so it's not good at all for gold, for any trader to trade gold right now where it is. You cannot trade gold if you are focusing on forex assets. Then you rather trade other assets and leave gold out for now until its structure is cleared, until the momentum is regained in the market. But as of now, there's low momentum in the market for this asset. Buyers are few, sellers are few, so there's nothing happening. Everyone is skeptical to make big moves in the market until probably I don't see anything back here for price to come back. But the way it is consolidating really seems to signal us that it wants to first pull back. The way it is consolidating there gives us a signal that it wants to first pull back. But you know what? I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to focus on it. Yeah, because yesterday it showed me that it was still not stable after taking me out on the buy entries that I was looking at. Anyways, so that's it. No business with gold whatsoever. I cannot trade it for now till I see a better structure with it. So that's it. Today is a Thursday, so we still have about 10 minutes. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. All right, so we have a breakout. Like I told you, we're likely to see price react in that fair value gap, that is H4 fair value gap right there, and then the drop comes later. So that's what we are waiting for. If it happens, then we are ready for the sells, but only and only if we see a reversal signal. Yeah, remember we missed this buy move, so but it followed the analysis yesterday according to what we wanted, price to first react to this OB. So this buy happened, but only one side. So we are likely to see whether it will break this fair value gap and continue with buys, or we will see a pullback first before we get in with buys. So if it breaks here, it might as well go all the way up. If it fails, then it will drop down for this move and then grab that liquidity, and then we get in with buys again following the daily time frame trend. So leave this on H4. Boom 1000. Yeah, boom 1000. We want buys, but now price hasn't given us any buys yet. So apparently M15 is not ready. You can see where it is on the CCI, RSI. We wait for that signal too. So until then, no business. Until we have price break this level again, we have no business to make any buy moves. But looking at H4, looking at H4, price is strongly selling. Looking at H4, price is strongly selling. Though I'm seeing it is on another block, but then why is it strongly selling? No. I'm not buying this signal to continue selling. No. It might be a trap. Might be a trap to later take us out. And let me use this. I'm gonna use the daily OB. I'm gonna use the daily OB right there. So if it comes to that daily OB, I'll be anticipating buys. I'll be anticipating buys. Yeah. Then I go to M15. Then I want to see M15 OB within the daily OB and H4. So let's look for that. Let's look for that. All right. So that is the OB right here. Right here. So I'm gonna be looking for this. It's where this momentum broke out. Might as well drop down, because seeing this here, these were never mitigated at all. Never mitigated at all. So whatever we are doing, price is actually going to be coming all the way down below here. It's gonna be coming all the way down below there, whether we want it or not. In fact, let me go with that very OB. So that's what I'm seeing, price coming there. So if I know this price is going to come here, then I think sales are evident. So how do we enter these sales? How do we enter these sales? I want to first delete that. The buyers are likely to come here now from that level. So how do we enter these sales? I'm just going to anticipate a pullback after this breakout. We will anticipate a pullback after the breakout. That is how we are going to trade it. So simple. We have a breakout, then all we need is a pullback, then we can come in with our sales. Then we can come in with our sales. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for this kind of a structure. If it happens, then I will enter the sales. If it doesn't, if I enter now, I will have to put my stop loss all the way above here. That is where my stop loss will be. That is where my stop loss will be. So I can decide to make my first entry here. I can make my first entry here. This is the risky entry. This is the risky entry. If it gives me a 1 to 2, I will keep with it. If it is not giving me a 1 to 2, I will move out of it. If it is giving me a 1 to 2, then I will keep in it. Yeah, it is giving me a 1 to 2, so it's okay. I can keep in it. So I have my 1 to 2 there. Yeah. If it does this and pulls back and fails to break, then I can enter another entry and have to sell boom 1,000 entries to bring me to this level. So that's it, no business here. We've made that entry. I cannot now miss it. That is a boom 1,000 entry. A boom 500, yeah, we need a reversal signal on M5, on M15 I mean, then we can enter the sales. Until then, no business. V25S, until price reacts to this order block, we have no business with it, even if it breaks there, but it will have to pull back. So price has to react to this. I need to make my, it may do that, it may do this, and then the pullback has to react to that for me to make the entry that I need to take me there. So until I see this, no business with this asset. V75, yeah, told you sales are coming, but only I will enter sales only and only if price breaks here. But now we see a break of structure, so it means this is changing. So it means price is actually going to give us another move up there, then we can get in later. But for now, yeah, no business. Jump 50. If I see a change of character and I see a structure like this, then I will enter. But until then, no business. Jump 25, I need price to react to this order block. Until then, no business. But the sales are likely to happen. So what do? Price reacted to this order block 2 times, then came down, fell. Now it has to react again, hopefully 2 times. Or maybe not. But the sales are coming, so you can decide to enter sales on M15 or wait for buys down below here. J10 is a no-go for us because of how tricky it is. We have a break of structure. We are waiting for M5 to be ready to sell, so M5 is going to be selling to bring us back here. So that's how it is. If you're a scalper, then you can sell this asset. But me, I'll be waiting for the buys, not the sells. Lastly is gold. Gold is tricky. You cannot afford to trade it. The structure that it is giving us, this consolidation, is showing us, is signaling us that we are likely to see a drop to look for some liquidity, which I don't see. That is the truth. I don't see any liquidity left back. So this is signaling the drop, but I don't see why it has to drop. So that's why I'm not focusing on gold today, and I will not be focusing on it for some days until probably something pops up that I had not seen, or until it breaks and continues with a buy, because the general trend is a buy. Yes, we saw that change of character there, but we also saw another change of character here for the buys to come in. So that's why I'm looking for buys. So until I see buys continue, I'm not going to enter sales, and I'm not going to enter buys until I see this structure broken out of and continuing with buys. So that's it, guys. Hope you have a great time. We've entered sales on boom 1,000. Hopefully it pays out and we recover. Actually, I recover the money I lost yesterday on it. I was supposed to move out earlier yesterday, but I failed to move out in time, so I was taken out. So hopefully this will pay that loss. That's it. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Bye bye.